Yeah. Okay, dear guys, this is skill enhancement for course 4, I think. Yes, not I think. It is exactly skill enhancement course 4. Effective communication skills. So you have two courses under SEC 4. That is business communication and correspondence. The other one is business intelligence and data visualization. So BIDV will be on every Friday and Saturday. BCC is on every Monday and Tuesday, right? So communication is very important for every organization. Will you agree?
Yes, sir.
It is important only for organizations only or for others also?
It is important for every field, sir.
It is important for every field, exactly. Only fields, businesses, organizations, companies, not for individuals.
It means everyone, sir.
Yes, everyone. Yeah, because we won't understand the language with signs and symbols. That is only a part of our intelligence. Only when it is necessary, then we will understand. But all the time, we cannot depend on the language with symbols and other signs. That is called as non-verbal communication. But whereas the verbal communication is so something which we speak, the other person should understand. So what do you think that the main objective of communication is? What? So why should we communicate, and what should be the communication?
To express
To express what?
our feelings, problems.
You can express your feelings, your problems, and
Workload, what we are doing. Work, sorry, sir.
work.
Workload.
Okay, whatever work you do, you will communicate. What else? Others also can answer. Only feelings, sorrows, happiness, joyful moments, problems, works. These only you will share. You can share everything, right?
Yes, sir.
So through communication, you can express, you can share. But what will be the objective of communication? For example, a friend of you from Kerala or from Tamil Nadu is coming and expressing his feelings. So will you understand?
No, sir.
Why?
If we don't know the language, we can't understand. If we know the
First
language,
of all, the important one is language. I agree. And you are the counterpart also should know about the language, same language, right? Then he can understand. For example, even your friends only, you are from same region, same place, and same language you are speaking, but still you are not understanding what the other person is saying. Then what it known as? Is he or she is properly communicating with you? You are not listening. Then what could be the reason?
if we are not giving a clear attention to him, we can't understand. First of all, the reason is, and what he's actually trying to say in the correct form, it should be there.
Okay. Now one more question: did you come across that kind of situation among your friends anytime?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Who's that lucky fellow, and why you have not understand what he's saying?
Of course, sir. You know that, Ifan.
Irfan. So you won't understand sometime what he speaks.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes or many times.
Not sometimes, sir. It's many times. We can't.
You can't
count,
understand
sir.
even single word what he's speaking. Why is he speak Spanish or Greek or Latin?
It is a unknown language, which no
Unknown
one's known
language which
actually. It's just like an
Then
alien
it
for
should not.
us.
So the objective of communication is the other person should understand whatever you speak in the similar line. Then it will be known as effective communication. Suppose I am saying something, you have to understand it in the same way what I am telling you. If you didn't understand, then it is not effective communication at all. So therefore, the proper objective of communication is other person should understand, irrespective of the language. It may be any language, right? If the other person is not understanding what you are saying, then it will be a difficult one, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that is the objective of communication. Keep this thing in mind. So when can you will be make sure that the other person should understand means when you have command on the language, and when you have command on the situation, when you have command on the topic or the issue, then you can properly speak. If you do not have any command on all these points, and believe me, our communication will be poor. We can't.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we'll just see what is the basics of communication here. Yes. The first one is focus on situation, issue, behavior, not on the person. For the effective communication, okay. So you should focus on the situation, in which situation he is or she is. Based on that, we have to communicate. Without, see, if you are not aware of the situation, simply speaking, then it look good. It doesn't look good. Okay. Then maintain the self-confidence and self-esteem of others. You must be confident, and also you should not degrade the other person. You should respect the other person also. So you should be confident, and you should understand other person's status also. Be dependent on that, you have to communicate. Suppose there is a way how I should teach to you in the class. I should not use the language which I use with my close friends. It doesn't look good. A professional thing means professional thing. I cannot use all the lousy words in the class. Then it doesn't look good, isn't it or not? Arey, rara,
Yes, sir.
that I can't tell.
Yes, sir.
So you should be confident and you should respect the other one. Then your communication will be effective. If not, no. Maintain constructive relationship with your employees, peers, and managers. This is because we are discussing with the organizational setting. These things are there. I am talking in general, but when you are working in an organization, you have to maintain a constructive relationship. That means you should not invite any kind of quarrel or coercive behavior. You should not indulge in that kind of things. You maintain some constructive relationship. That means professional one. If you are a professional, maintain that professional relationship. Don't go into too much personal, or do not avoid it. I don't want to speak. I just want to be isolated from others. No, it shouldn't be like that. It should be constructive one. Your understanding, no, constructive one means when and how much is required, that only you have to communicate. Then you will have a respect. Suppose
So constructive means
constructive means something which is developed continuously. Interacting, developing continuously. Construction, you know, no? So in the construction field, generally what will happen when you construct a building, that means it will improve every day. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, here also constructive relationship means it will develop continuously. And the same thing you have to maintain with your employees, with your managers, with your peers, everyone. So you have to wish them when you face each other. And when it is required, you have to get some advices. You have to give in some presentation. Everything will be professional. Then you will get a kind of recognition and respect, and that will be good for the organization and for everyone. You too much speaking and even not speaking at all, these two can be avoided. You should not talk. If you keep on talking, people will think that why he is only blabber every time. Why should we? If you are not talking at all, then people will ignore you after some time. So how much is required, when it is required, you have to maintain that with everyone, not only with manager. Don't be too smart. You have to wish even a watchman, or you have to wish even a scavenger or a people who is sub staff. You have to maintain all the relationship. Then it will shape your character. Only I will talk with my manager and the person who is necessary for you means you are selfish. No, when somebody is looking at you, or you are facing each time every day, then you have to wish them. Suppose you are coming every day to the college. At the entrance, watchman will be there every day. You will observe him every day. He will also see you. So why don't you just wish him? That is a good sign. It will develop your personality, your communication also. But it doesn't mean that you should make a something a contract with him so that he will open the gate for you and you can go out of the college. Not like that. No? Simply you have to wish. That looks good. So whenever somebody asks him, yes, he is a good student. Every day he wishes me. Whenever I face him, whenever I see him, like so that relations we have to make. So the fourth point you can even see here, take initiative to make things better. First, you have to take initiative. Don't think that why should I only wish? Why should I only talk? Why should I? Why should I? You avoid that. You take initiation, not a pro, not it's not a problem. You have to take the initiation. Initiation plays a vital role. The person who comes first, he will become a leader. Oh, people are there. Why I will go in last minute? You will become a audience only. Nobody will care, right? Yeah, somebody is going to ask me something. No, right. So, what do you mean by taking initiative, Ashwita Reddy? Are you there? Are you there, Ashwita? Kushal.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what do you mean by taking initiation?
Yes, sir.
Come on.
Should
both-
I, sir?
Yeah. Kushal, you can answer. Later, Ashwita will answer.
Taking initiative is taking a charge for something which you
Charge,
are
yeah?
appointed.
Charge means?
Yeah, means in generally I'm saying, sir, if I used to do NCC, sir, basis on them.
Yeah, you are an NCC cadet, I know.
So when I am in the ground, someone says take in charge for it. So it means it is a order for me. I'm taking initiative and doing the job what they
Somebody
had
is
appointed.
ordering you and you are taking initiation, not like that. Before ordering also you have to take. But as an NCC cadet, you cannot do like that because you have to obey your elders' orders. That you can take some other example. I said no.
But
Initiation
yes,
means
sir.
first you have to start. Nobody should guide you to start. That only known as initiation. Okay. If somebody is guiding you, instructing you, or ordering you, then it is not an initiation. At that time, you have to do it. That become your responsibility, right?
Okay, sir.
So before that only you have to start. Yeah, Ashwita, can you initiation? Okay, I think she's not there. Right. Then last one, lead by example, means somebody should show you as an example for such kind of things. Yes, he is the example. He is the person. He is the student who come every day regularly, who wishes everyone. He is punctual like that. So you should become an example for others. Your behavior, your community, everything should be exemplary. So keep this in mind. So you must know about the situation, issue, behavior, and the self-esteem of others. You have to maintain the constructive relationships, and you have to take initiation, and you have to lead by the example. So these are certain basic principles of communication. When you at least follow 50% of this, then your communication will be good. Forget it, maybe not necessary every time it is in English language only. Even if it is in your mother tongue also, you should be aware of all this. Even in your mother tongue also, you should know this situation. Without situation, you cannot talk. Suppose you are entering into the home, and you should see the situation, what is there, who are there, what kind of event or thing is going on. If should I say this time or not, that you have to judge. You cannot speak like a kid, or you should not speak like an old person who lost his mentality. So you should identify the situation. Then you can speak better. Clear with this, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we'll moving, sir. So there are primarily 4 sources of workplace. So when you are in workplace, there are 4 sources of communication. One is spoken communication, written communication, visual, and electronics. So spoken means as usual, everybody will be speaking with you. That is called as spoken mode of communication. So we all 90% we will indulge in this kind of thing. Right? Everybody will speak. So there is no dumb person in the organization. If it is dumb also, that's a different. So speaking skills, your speaking skills should be good, proper, effective. So because all the time people will speak. The second one is written communication. Sometimes if it is important, then organization feels that it will give a written communication. So suppose you want to take a leave, you cannot say simply, you have to write a letter, leave form you have to apply. That is written communication. You are taking early permission, you have to apply it in the say, website or apply it in your login, something like that. So something should be written 10% of your communication, majority. So written communication need extra skills, guys. Speaking anyone can do, but when it comes to written, you have to think 10 times what could be written on the paper, because that is very effective. It will be treated as an evidence. Spoken evidence cannot be, stand in front of law, but written communication is having very powerful. Visual communication means through AV they will communicate sometimes. Conferencings and PPTs, audio, video is like that. This is visual communication. What is electronic communication means mail through. You can see that image in the right side, right? You can send some mails. So earlier, before this email feature is there, then we used to do with post. Now that postal is become something obsolete. It's not. Then now everything will go in electronic mode. Mails will come, right? So these are the 4 sources of what communication. Clear anything? Explain more much. You want anything? Should
No,
we
sir.
explain more? Right?
No, sir. Right.
Yeah. Next, see spoken communication. Spoken communication is the fastest and easiest to use, but requires that you listen well and sometimes take notes. Right? You have to listen carefully and sometimes you have to note down certain points also if required. Suppose you are attending a meeting, your manager is speaking something, he is addressing you for 30 minutes, then simply you cannot listen. If any valuable points are there, you have to make a note of it. Again, when your chance comes, you can speak on that point. But if not, you are not in meeting, simply you are there, then you can easily listen and you can respond to them. So it is fastest one and easiest one. But you have to allow them other person to complete his talk or her talk. You should not interfere in between. You should not stop their voice. You listen to them first, then you can respond. So easiest one, if somebody is asking a question, if you know, you will answer. If not, you will become, you say something else. Easiest one. For this, you do not need any preparation. Do you think you need some preparation for to speak with other? Suppose you want to speak with your friends, you want to speak with your mom or dad or with your siblings. Will you prepare and go to them? I don't know what question my father asked today. I don't know what my mother asked. I have to prepare. Will you do like that?
Not at all, sir.
Not at all. Because it is the fastest and it is spontaneous. Even you cannot prepare and come to the college that I don't know what my sir asked or what my madam asked. No, in general, you don't prepare like that. If any particular test is there, exam is there, then you will prepare. But for a regular class, you no need to prepare and come. For a general light of interaction, will you?
No.
Yeah. So this is fastest and easiest one. Provided you have to listen other person. If you are not listening properly, then that communication will not be effective. Sometimes you might have come across, please let me complete, let me complete. So unless they complete, you cannot talk. Okay. Clear? Any doubt on spoken communication?
No, sir.
So things to think about when you spoken communication in the workplace. So you have to focus on these points before you talk. So one is, what is that you need to know? What you wanted to know? What you wanted to know, you please keep this thing in mind. Who would be the best source for the information? So suppose what you want to know and whom you have to ask. Do you think that this person is very much aware of the information? Then you can go them and ask. And how should you ask the questions to get the information? There is a way. Simply you cannot go and ask, yeah, give me that. No, if it is your senior or a manager, then the communication will be the different one. If he is not the manager, an employee, or simply a friend, then the communication will be a different one. If he is your subordinate or the third class, fourth grade employee, then your information will be different. So it differs depending on situation, right? That's why situation is matter. If you want to get some information from the manager, you should be polite, obedient, and show that respect in your communication. If it is with your friend, that much is not required. If it is from subordinate or the person who is working under you, then you can directly order him. So it matters, right? These things you have to keep in your mind. So there are 5 key steps for your spoken communication. Okay. So what is the purpose of your message? What points you want to present to aid the understanding? So if I present these points, the people will understand. If I miss these points, then they cannot understand. Like that, you have to decide in advance. Check the understanding and reaction of the people in advance. You can anticipate, you can visualize. If you see something wrong, then people will react in a different way. So you should be careful about the words which you are using. And you have to handle the reactions to what you have presented. Sometimes if something goes wrong, then you have to control the audience also. Then summarize your point. These things we will elaborately discuss in the next class. Okay. So far it is clear now, guys. So what has to be focused and how we have to throw some attention towards others and what are the various sources of communication and basic principles. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Shall I conclude? Shall I conclude the class?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have a nice day, Kushal, Purandar, Ashmita, Sai Krishna. Okay. Bye bye. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you.